Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we got some exciting leaks and updates on the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra and the iPhone 15 Pro Max. So, as you already know, this right here is the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra, and I've also got my iPhone 15 Pro Max. Now, if you're thinking about upgrading, you can actually trade in your iPhone 15 Pro Max for a significant discount on the S25 Ultra, bringing the price down quite a bit. But is it worth it? Let's find out in this speed test. We'll start with a boot up test in 3, 2, go. Let's see which one gets there first. On the left, we've got the Snapdragon 8 Elite, paired with 12 GB of RAM and the Adreno 830 GPU. Samsung has also overclocked this chip and loaded it with One UI 7 and Android 15. On the right, we got the iPhone running iOS 18.3 with the A17 Pro chip and 8 GB of RAM. So, both are packed with high-end specs, but on paper, the Samsung does have the edge. Now, when it comes to unlocking, Samsung gives you two options: an ultrasonic in-display fingerprint sensor, which is great for accuracy, even if your fingers are greasy, and facial recognition, though I don't use it much since it's not as secure. The iPhone, on the other hand, relies solely on Face ID. Just look at it and boom, you're in. The only downside? If you're wearing gloves or the lighting is too dim, Face ID can struggle a bit. Some people love it though, so it really comes down to personal preference. That said, I do think Samsung's fingerprint scanner is faster. You don't even have to look at the phone, just tap and you're in. It's super convenient when pulling the phone out of your pocket. In terms of general performance, both phones swipe through home pages smoothly with their 120Hz displays. If you're coming from the iPhone 15 Pro Max, the S25 Ultra won't feel slower. If anything, it's actually a little bit faster. Let's open up some apps and see how they compare. Starting with the Calendar app, and Samsung is ahead. Moving on to the clock, pretty similar. Calculator? Samsung launches a bit quicker. Weather? No lag on either, but Samsung used to struggle here, clearly not anymore. Now, let's check out some news apps. Apple News versus Google News. Apple News loads first. Scrolling speed? The Samsung is a bit faster, while the iPhone has that smooth, controlled motion. Play Store versus App Store? Samsung wins again. In games, the S25 Ultra also loads faster, and scrolling feels a bit more responsive on Samsung's display. Now, let's talk about form factor. The S25 Ultra feels like a bigger phone thanks to its larger display and slimmer bezels. Even though the iPhone 15 Pro Max is close in size, the Samsung still has that true Ultra feel. Moving on to social media, Instagram loads up fast on both, and YouTube looks great on either phone. However, Samsung does offer more display customization options. The iPhone still has incredible color accuracy, and the curved edges make it really comfortable to hold. Jumping into gaming, Subway Surfers loads significantly faster on the S25 Ultra. That's largely thanks to the overclocked chip and better optimization. The newer Wi-Fi standards and improved 5G also contribute to that overall snappy feel. Testing Call of Duty Mobile. Both phones handle it well, but Samsung consistently edges out the iPhone in load times. And for benchmarks, we finally have a Samsung phone that outperforms an iPhone in both single-core and multi-core scores. That's something we haven't seen in previous generations. 3D Mark? The S25 Ultra scores better than 97% of devices, with a much higher frame rate, 35 FPS compared to 19 on the iPhone. This means that for demanding tasks like gaming, the Samsung pulls ahead. But if you're deep into the Apple ecosystem and have invested in iOS apps, you might want to consider the iPhone 16 Pro Max or wait for the iPhone 17 Pro Max instead. Now, let's do a quick camera speed test. Launching the camera in 3, 2, go. The iPhone actually opens faster. Running the test again with both apps fully closed, yep, still the iPhone. Samsung's camera app may not be the fastest, but it does offer way more pro-level features and customization options. So, should you trade in your iPhone 15 Pro Max for the S25 Ultra? Well, if you want better speed, faster connectivity, a more advanced camera setup, and improved battery life, then yes, there's a noticeable upgrade. But if you love Apple's ecosystem and Face ID, The iPhone 15 Pro Max is still an incredible device even in 2025. Alright, that wraps up this test. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe for more tech updates. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.